Objection 3. You shall take more leisure, and take other men's judgment of your writings before you thrust them out so hastily. Answer 1. I have but a little while to live, and therefore must work while it is day. Time will not stay. 2. I do show them to those that I take to be most judicious, and never refused any man's censure, but it is not many that have leisure to do me so great a kindness, but that I commit them not so to perusal of every objector is a fault incurable, by one that never had an amanuensis, and had but one copy usually. 3. And if I could do it, how should I be sure that they would not differ as much among themselves as they do from me? And my writings would be like the picture which the great painter exposed to the censure of every passenger, and made it ridiculous to all, when he altered all that everyone advised him to alter. And to tell you the truth, I was never yet blamed by one side as not sufficiently pleasing them, but I was blamed also by the contrary side for coming so near them, and I had not wit enough to know which party of the accusers was the wiser. And therefore am resolved to study to please God in conscience, and to take man-pleasing, when inconsistent, for an impossible and unprofitable work, and to cease from man whose breath is in his nostrils, whose thought all perish as he passeth off the judicature of his stage to the judicature of God. Objection 4. Your ecclesiastical cases are dangerously reconciling, tending to abate men's zeal against error. Answer. The world had long enough escaped the danger of peace and reconciliation. It had been well if they had as long escaped the danger of your conceited orthodox strife, which hath brought in confusion and all evil works. I take it to be a zeal effectively against love, and against unity, and against Christ, which with the preachers of extremities goeth under the name of a zeal against error and for truth. Objection 5. Are all these numerous directions to be found in Scripture? Show us them in Scripture, or you trouble the Church with your own inventions. Answer 1. Are all your sermons in the Scripture, and all the good books of your library in the Scripture? 2. Will you have none but readers in the church, and put down preachers? Sure, it is the reader that delivereth all, and only the Scripture. 3. Are we not men before we are Christians? And is not the light and law of nature divine? And was the Scripture written to be instead of reason, or of logic, or of subservient sciences? Or must they not all be sanctified and used for divinity? 4. But I think that as all good commentaries and sermons and systems of theology are in Scripture, so is the Deuteronomy here given, and is proved by the evidence of the very thing discoursed of, or by the plainest texts.